Brian, you're wrong to think about...
Listen, I'll tell you what makes this picture impractical, Eddie. It's the special effects. I just love these screenwriters who pencil in things that cost about $1 million to produce.
I don't agree with you. Look, there's nothing in this script that can't be handled with a little ingenuity.
Ingenuity costs money too, Eddie. Okay, if we can hire some genius from Hollywood, that's fine. He can probably do these tricks for you for about $500,000, then he's going to want the other half for himself.
I'm taking my car.
You got gas?
Plenty of gas.
Hey, you two. Have a good night.
Thank you. Guys,
right.
don't work too hard.
We won't.
Take care now.
Be careful. You know, nobody really told me what this picture's all about. All I heard was that it was a horror film.
Horror's right, Brian. People are going to shriek and scream when they see the budget.
Owen, my bottom line is still under $1 million.
Well, of course it is, Eddie, because you're lumping the special effects under photography. When you know damn well that you're going to have to break it down sooner or later, and it's going to cost 5 times what you put down there.
Dad, you know, I don't know very much about special effects Hollywood style, but I know if you used videotape...
Brian, please, you just don't know what you're talking about, all right?
You're right, I don't. I only meant that if you used videotape, it'd be all right to transfer it to film.
Hey, this kid's pretty smart. You ought to listen to him, Owen.
Well, maybe we should bring Brian in on this. Make it a little family project, huh?
Why not? Why not? The Madison family presents.
Well, this family could use something to bring it together.
You know, this is not just an ordinary horror picture, Brian. Sure, we want to scare the pants off everybody, but we want to have a nice, solid drama, too.
You don't let him kid you, Brian. It's a standard phrase in Lotus Land about making solid, relevant drama. What he's really talking about is making solid, relevant money.
You go right ahead, Uncle Eddie. Tell me about the rest of the picture, especially the main character now, the one Mom's going to play.
If she can play it, and if I can afford to let her try.
She's a lady, a rich lady who comes from a very good family, who's living in this nice, gloomy, scary house around 1870. But the house happens to be in Salem, Mass. And this woman has always known that she's somehow different.
And I assume she finds out what that difference is, right?
Oh, she's a witch, of course. What else?
She finds out that her ancestor was a witch, one of the most famous in Salem, who was hanged maybe almost 300 years ago.
Uncle Eddie, those witch hangings were the result of hysterical accusations by young girls wanting attention.
Oh, now, look, don't give me the history bit, Brian. We're talking show business here, right?
Yeah, that's right, Brian. Don't confuse him with facts.
Oh, well, the truth is there's a fact behind the story. Now, Donald Hooks, the screenwriter, found this story in an unpublished biography of the lady.
Hooks? Wait a minute, that isn't the same Donald Hooks. I mean, wasn't he killed a couple of years ago?
That's right. He was thrown off his horse, broke his neck. And the horse was considered to be one of the most gentle in the stable.
Well, you did say something about this film carrying a curse, didn't you?
Well, the only curse would be to put down money on something like this. It's just not going to work.
Eddie, I just read it again.
Darling.
Slowly, just as you said. And, oh, Eddie, it's tremendous. This woman, this Hester Atherton, well, she's a fabulous character.
Mom, you look terrific. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine, Brian. I feel absolutely marvelous. My headache's all gone.
Maybe Hester cast a spell.
Maybe you're right. My head felt like it weighed 1,000 pounds when I began reading the script. By the time I finished, I felt completely cured.
Hey, well, maybe that's the promotional angle, huh? We'll just sell Mansion of the Damned as a cure for headaches.
Oh, and I know this picture is going to work. Oh, I realize it's full of all sorts of hokum, but it's delicious hokum. The kind everybody enjoys. Don't you think so, Brian?
Well, I haven't really read the script yet, Mom. Uncle Eddie was just telling us about it.
It's about a woman, Brian. That's what it's about. A living, breathing, unhappy, emotional, frustrated, jealous, suffering woman.
Oh, all that and a witch, too.
But every woman becomes a witch when she's deprived of everything that makes her life meaningful, don't you see?
Nola, are you saying that this picture has a message?
Of course it has, Owen. Because Hester doesn't sell her soul to the devil until after everything's been taken away from her.
Whoa. The devil is in this picture, too?
Yes, he is. Of course, nobody calls him that. He's a very wealthy merchant, and you never quite know what he does. Anyway, Hester has everything taken away from her, everything that's important to her, by this empty-headed young woman.
Aha, the eternal triangle.
You know what they say. The triangle is the devil's favorite geometric figure.
Wow, I never heard that before.
Well, that's because I just made it up.
But she has no choice, Brian. That's the whole point of the story. She can either give up and die, or she can fight and win.
Yeah, but she only wins by selling her soul. Is that the message?
No, darling. The message is be fair. Be fair to this woman. To any woman. Or you'll deserve her vengeance. It's really kind of a women's liberation story, isn't it? Oh, and that ending, that incredible ending, when she tricks the devil himself.
Oh, sure, why not? He's a man, too, isn't he?
Have you been figuring out the costs? Is that what this is all about?
Yes, darling, we've been looking at the costs. I just want you to remember what I told you, that I cannot make up my mind about this project until I'm sure that it's feasible, from the money standpoint.
Yes, I understand. But there are some things that are more important than money, aren't there, Owen?
Yes.
We were just saying that this could be a whole family project, Nola. With Owen producing and directing, you being the star, Brian working behind the camera.
Brian? Yes. Yes, why not? And Paige. Paige is the young cousin, Owen. Oh, wouldn't that be wonderful? And wouldn't that be something you've always wanted?